Yo, what is up? This is your boy iGuru back with a new video, and we are back again on the test server 9.20.1. And today I'm going to showcase and have a blind playthrough and give you an instant reaction on an old favorite. This is the IS-7. Yes, the IS-7 has been buffed since the 9.20 patch. Funnily enough, I've had this tank in my live account for a very long time now, but I played mainly only on tournaments and clan wars. However, it has been overshadowed by the Chinese tanks, the 113, which is behind the pecking order, and the 113 is ahead, and more recently the WZ 1115A, which is definitely a lot more popular, whether it be clan wars or tournaments, or WGL. But recently the i7 has been buffed, and because of this buff I've seen it creeping up in clan wars and even in WGL. So let's take a look at the buff specs. They have increased the engine horsepower to 1200 and removed the old engine, and then dispersion on the gun has been decreased, whether it's movement, hull traverse or turret traverse, between 16 and 25% dispersion decrease. This is all meant to give you better gun handling. Also, the aim time has been reduced from 3.1 seconds to 2.9 seconds. And there is a durability HP buff of 250 HP, which is like half a shot in tier 10s, I guess. So with all that said, and this is my regular crew, even on my live server, I get my aiming time down to 2.66 seconds. And that is pretty good for an IS-7. I've seen a lot more teams attacking us with IS-7s. In fact, the whole entire team of IS-7s. I've seen them successfully do that. So let's have a look at how useful it is right now. As you can see, I've got no data on this. I haven't played this on this account or my live account. Let's have a go. Hope you don't get into Nebelberg. Oh, that's great. I've had a few games on the test servers today, and every game was almost every game was on Nebelberg, the Grand Battle map 30v30. And if I went into a game 30v30 in this tank, it wouldn't give you quite an accurate reflection on how the tank performs on the live server, right? But this is closer to the live server than anything else. A random 15v15 on what's the name of this map again? Live Oaks, right? I hope we all go down the east side, because this map is all about control on the east side. The west and north side, or the city, is completely crap. There's no point winning the city. Even if you won the city, you need to drive across the A and B line, where you will easily get sniped. It looks like our team has foolishly pushed into the north side, which means we cannot be aggressive here on the east side. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna sit up here and try to be as defensive as possible. And then try to run away if I have to. Bounce the 50B. Let's see if we can get this T-57. Nope. One shot on the E-50M. I couldn't pen the 50B, funnily enough. But I will load some heats because I need to snipe turrets. I cannot pen the Conqueror, so I will back off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them advance if they dare. You know what, in fact, I think I should push. No, I would get wrecked if I did. I think I should stay in. Oh, he panned me. I was trying to duke him. Try it again. No, I can't pen him. So what I'm just going to do is sit here and wait here. I'm surprised that they actually won the north side, and I haven't been very effective at all, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is, because I have the HP, I will push forward and try to take on that Conqueror. Yes, I've managed to use my armor effectively. And there again. I'm gonna see if I can finish off that 50B. That's a shame that this 50B didn't YOLO in.
Ready to fire. They're knocked out.
Okay, I've loaded the APCR. Oh my god, this gun. You might have better aiming time, but
We've lost a track.
if you don't hit shit, it's...
We're immobilized.
Yeah, he's got the gun depression to deal with me.
We fixed the track. Get going.
And
Didn't penetrate their armor.
I've lost all my HP advancing up. And now RT wants to fap on me. So I think what I'm gonna do now is see if I can shoot these guys here on the 8-9 line. So they did lose the north even though they won the city. Crossing that A-B line is just suicide because you are completely in the open. I need something spotted, otherwise... There you go. I spotted something. I wish I had the support. Oh my god, this gun is shit. So that's why this...
Bail out.
My first impression is... This tank is still shit. You can't hit shit with this tank. So the mobility has improved slightly, but otherwise everything else was as shit as it was before. Which is why this tank is not the tank of choice in Clan Wars and WGL. But let's try and get into another game and we'll have a clearer picture then. I wanted to be aggressive on the east side, but we just didn't have the numbers for me to do that. This guy is full HP. He didn't use any of his HP. I could have killed this T-100, but the gun was a total letdown. So let's wait for these two bitch boys to die. And then we can hop into another game. Fuck my life, just die already.
We're immobilized. The gunner is dead. We're trying to cover for him.
Come on. Why are you taking this so seriously? Let's go. Boom. Rip. Right, let's get into another game. Now, even though the gun handling was, the dispersion was reduced by 16% all the way to 25% from tank movement and hull traverse and turret traverse, it was still pretty. I only have landed one shot. Okay, so that was a total shit game, and it gave me the impression that this tank was total shit. But let's go again, let's have a look. Don't give up. Who knows? Okay, I have no excuse. This is a favorable map. I mean a favorable tank. Let's do it. I'm gonna take the city. And depending on how many guys I got with me, either I attempt to hold, or I will push. Of course, I need to look out for those 4 tank destroyers that are going to be very lethal, which is the Jagdpanzer and the 4 005s. The mouse is going with me, so that's useful. These twin 405s, they will get one-shotted if they're not careful. These 2 idiots.
Rock hit. Penetration.
This 4005 is a total piece of shit. looking forward to using his corpse. And he's dead.
We didn't even scratch
Wow,
them.
30 beep enemy. Wow. Holy shit. 400.
They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well. We've lost the track. Let's go.
This mouse just died then. Doing nothing.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Ah, I got double tapped there. 2 double 405s. So they're still gonna be there. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3. Yep, there he is. Let him shoot the cleanser.
We've lost the track. Optics hit.
And I died to a Sheridan.
This vehicle has had it.
I wish these two fucking 4005s were not here, because they're getting in the way more than anything else. We've both had to go wide because of these two. This guy is just hiding here. There we go. Let's try and get into another game. I didn't feel too good about that game. Didn't get into the positions that I wanted. Didn't really get to utilize these new buffs that supposedly happened for this tank. So let's try and get into another game. 3 quick games. If this video is under 20 minutes, I'll be happy. Right, I'm gonna go down to the 90 line. And we have a Conqueror, E5, E57. Oh, it's gonna be tricky.
Let's go.
To be honest, I don't feel like the mobility is anything great. It's not like it's not like in 5A at all. They share no similarities. That's an aggressive LT-100. I want to be aggressive, but it doesn't look like I have the kind of support that I should have. Well, I'm going to be sitting out here in the open, trying to defend this on my own, which is not good at all. So I think what I should do is just leave, because there's no support. We have 2 Yak Panzers. The rest of the heavy tanks have pushed on the 1-2 line, and they're doing fairly well, to be honest. So I'll chill here and try to shore up the defense best I can, because being out in front where the rock is totally open position. It's really bad. If you're gonna defend, it's better to defend from this side.
We didn't even scratch them.
Those standard AP rounds are going to bounce off the Conqueror. Let's see if I... Look at that, I pre-aimed that shot and it didn't hit. So this gun is still total trash. I'm gonna pre-aim. The first guy that tries to kill this Yeguru is dead. Okay, they're both dead. Just a Conqueror there. I'm gonna go help him out.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oops. Fucking 121.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Okay, we'll try to fuck up this 121. Should be no problem.
Enemy is
As
hit.
long as you hit him, you're gonna be fine. Okay, so I'm not happy with the mobility, even though they have it has a so-called a new engine. It's still fairly shit. And it's not exactly a super heavy. It's just a regular heavy, although it does have good armor. Let's see if I can hit this. Yeah, finally.
Knocked down.
So you hit the ones that you're not supposed to hit, and you miss the ones that you're supposed to hit. So Soviet tanks. Well, not a happy game for me. Once again, I did not have the numbers to push the 9-0 line. Therefore, my game was very mediocre. And my first impression on this tank is still the same as it was before. I prefer the mobility of the Chinese heavies. I don't see how much armor this thing is like, you know what I mean? There's no justification for me to pick this tank over the 5A because they've got similar kind of feeling armor, but with the 5A I have a more reliable gun and a lot better mobility. So the buffs to this tank, in my opinion, and no big deal. No big deal at all. I don't understand why there are some clans that are going full IS-7s right now. I don't see why. It's not a big deal. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again. I'm doing another video on the new improved FV42002 Tier 8 Premium. So I'll see you then. Bye.